Okay. Right, afternoon chaps, how we all doing?
Good, thanks.
Good, so for the purpose of the exercise, we've got Ian Ashbee, we've got Michael Turner, we've got Rich Garcia, and we're going to have a look at a small game that was played about 12 years ago, I think. 12 years ago this year. Wow. Wow. Someone tell us what you're thinking at this point here.
I was absolutely boiling in those tracksuit tops.
It didn't help them fireworks going off. Obviously, it was a hot day anyway, but when them fireworks went off, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was, pitch side. What was the temperature pitch side? I can't remember. I think it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was roasting there.
What about, here's one for you, those tracky tops. Whatever happened to them tracky tops? Because people don't seem to know where any of them went.
Barry Lowe had them all.
Did he?
What's it called? That market at the back of the KC Stadium?
Yeah.
Sold at the market. Barry Lowe did, I'm sure he did.
There's a few collectors wanted one of them, but no one seems to know where they are, and the players don't seem to have them either.
Not sure, mate. I'm sure it was Barry Lowe. Walton Street car park thing, wasn't it? That was
Walton Street Market.
Walton Street Market. I'm sure they've ended up on there somewhere.
Oh.
That was my missus. It was boiling, mate. I remember that. I think it was one of them. We went the day before as well, didn't we? We all went round and seen it all on the day before. I don't think Bristol went because I think they were there the year before, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't think they went and seen the pitch the day. Was it the day before we went?
Yeah, Friday,
Yeah, so they were sort of saying they were fresh, they'd already seen it all, so they didn't need to see it. But we obviously wanted to go and see it all and try and take the atmosphere in, you know.
Yeah. I think, didn't you all go the day before and get everything done in terms of where your family would be sat and all that, so that when you got to the game on the day, I think you just went to the dressing room, you never came out? Yeah, we were concentrated on maybe where they all were as opposed to standing up looking for them and blah, 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 so we could concentrate maybe on the game, really. Yeah. I think the manager told that story about...
He told loads of stories, didn't he?
Yeah, told a few. I think he told that story about they didn't want you going out on the pitch with your camcorder before the game.
Yeah, he's probably right, to be fair. You know what I mean? He wants you to concentrate. It was probably... I'm not sure how many of the lads had been to Wembley before or a big... for a game, so I suppose he just wanted everyone to try and, take it all in, but predominantly concentrate on the game. I don't even remember this bird here. I don't remember at all singing.
No, so
it's amazing how much you actually do remember, eh? It's actually amazing.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I've never watched it.
No,
probably because the game I was so bad in the game, but I think it was just I've never watched it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen the highlights once on Sky when they put it on, but to watch the whole, no, I don't think I've watched the whole game through.
When you see all the fans and stuff, mate, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, I went to the games there before or afterwards, but for me, of course I'd say, but I think it was a bit more special because it was the first time everyone had done it for years and years and years. So for all the fans and stuff, it was absolutely rammed.
Yeah, 86,700 were people there.
Really?
Yeah, 86,700. So there was a big scramble for tickets in the week building up to it.
I'm sure, mate. I'm sure.
It's a great feeling walking out there and seeing half in amber and black and half in red. It's amazing to see.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's two big clubs, wasn't it? It's for me, like I've seen sometimes playoff finals there with. I'm not saying they're as big as Hull or Bristol, but they haven't got the fan base. So when sometimes you see 10,000 and then 20,000, it doesn't look the same. But we had Hull City, you had Bristol, and I think you could have sold it over and over on that day, to be honest. So it made for the atmosphere. I remember the atmosphere was electric. So to be part of that was something pretty special, really. Yeah.
What was the build-up like for you guys during the week? Because obviously I watched it the other day actually, the Watford second leg, and then the celebrations that went around that, but then obviously the realisation there's a job to do in 10 days after that. So
I think our preparation through the whole playoffs was spot on, really. We leading up to the Watford game, we stayed at the Grove Hotel and obviously got through, and then the final as well was in the Grove, so it was all familiar with the hotel.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of calmed everyone down, and yeah, I think we was all confident anyway going into the playoffs. I think we had a strong belief that we were going to do it. So yeah, I think the preparation was spot on from everyone.
Yeah, I mean, for me, we'd kind of all knew our jobs weeks, months before. Do you know what I mean? I think it was just, I do genuinely believe that everything we did from maybe that January onwards, I think February maybe, I think we all kind of knew what our jobs were, what we were supposed to do, what was required from each individual, and I think that's what took us, into what Turn says there. We were confident. I know for me personally, at Bristol we were a better footballing side, but we had a lot more attributes than decent guys.
Early nerves.
So yeah, just to sort of, we all knew, we all trusted each other.
I agree. I think the belief grew through that. I think through that season the belief grew, and I think the actual mood in the camp was actually one of excitement. Everyone was really calm and relaxed, but excited at the opportunity, and I think everyone was raring to go when we got on that pitch. So I think you're right that that momentum and that belief within the squad and the belief in each other was there. It was definitely there, mate.
I mean, you look at Bristol City's team on paper, for me, technically, probably better than what we were, right? I think. But they're all a bit more individual than what we were. There was all, and we were a team, mate. And I believe that we were destined for what happened, to be fair, mate. I really do.
We had pretty settled side, though, didn't we, throughout the season? This 9-11, near enough picked itself. Obviously, Dean Marnie got injured, I think, just before the playoffs, which was a huge disappointment for him. But obviously, Yoza came in and done a good job. But obviously, we had players who couldn't get in the team, quality players, really.
Well, Jojo Kocha didn't even get in the team.
Exactly.
He was in the squad. I don't know if he was in the squad, was he?
No, the bench.
Caleb, Fags.
Yeah.
Caleb and Fags coming off the bench, that's depth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that I think we had all season.
Yeah.
Bench was Dukey, Doyley, Dean Marnie, Caleb and Fags. So no JJ, as you said, Ash, and no Henrik Pedersen either.
Yeah, who throughout that season scored some very, very important goals for us. To be honest. I mean, I think Dean Marnie was very disappointed on that day because I spent a lot of time. I used to room in Marnes, so
right.
And I don't know how it worked. I can't remember if it was Husey and Barnes played, but I do think that little bit of experience, to be fair, on the day helps. Even in the finals, the quarterfinals at Watford and stuff.
Yeah.
Dino played, Barnes played, and they both scored. And I just think that little bit of maybe to look round to see people had obviously been there at the high level kind of helps a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, the experience we had in that side, was invaluable, really, to especially sort of the younger sort of players.
I mean, even there, Yoza there. I mean, Yoza at Birmingham City and Charlton had been through all that kind of stuff.
Been through it all before, yeah.
Yeah, been through it all, and I wouldn't say he was one of the most outspoken in the dressing room at the time, but for sure, to see somebody there next to you popping the ball to him, it'd relax you, really. Do you know what I mean? And he'd been there, seen that, and done it. So, for me, it was like you said before, Terms, that we'd been quite settled all that season, or certainly after Christmas. And I think that helps us, mate. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh! No offside flag.
It was Brownlee there, tracking back again, Brownlee. He was immense, mate, Brownlee, to be fair for us. He really was.
Yeah, top drawer, wasn't he? All season,
he was, mate. Yeah, he was. He was immense.
Oh.
And he was a problem for us at Delhi all game, really. He was a big lump. They could pass the ball, Bristol, but I was trying to, stand in front of him to try and have a little battle with him while Brownlee was trying to come in from behind him, and he was an outball for them, to be fair. But Turns and Brownlee did really well, against him. I mean, you can see Trundle there pinning U-turns.
Yeah.
They've got some good players, mate.
I think the 2 games we played against these in the league were probably our 2 toughest games. I remember playing them at home.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they definitely were.
Evening game against them at home, and they passed it around us for fun. And I think
Yeah.
they were the first side we come up against in the league where we thought, Jesus, we're not as good as these. But
like I said, they could pop it around, and then they had big Deli up front who they could just lump the ball to as well. So they did have other dimensions with it. But you know, we dealt with it. What does anyone know what the results were in the league against them? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
That's your job, Brendon.
Yeah, no.
Did we draw away? I think we drew away. I think
we did draw away. Yeah. So I remember the post-match there. We had to take the manager from the dressing room right down the side of the pitch to like an old gym at the back. I remember it was really it was a right hike, and I think we'd drawn. I'm sure we had, but I think our home record that year was just seemed to win every home game for some reason.
Yeah, our own form was phenomenal.
Yeah. I think eternity. I think we've all said it all along. We was under the radar a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
I think we were just kind of all come together. No kind of prima donnas. No. Not everybody knew. We just kind of went about our business. I wouldn't say we were the most technically gifted of groups, as in like some of the other teams in the league.
I don't agree with you there, Ash. I think we could have been, but we were never set up that way. Our main objective was to be a defensive-minded team. We played on the counter. We set up that way. It's not like I don't think if we were set up in a different way and we try to play the way Bristol played, I think we had the players more than capable to do it. It's just the fact that we focused more on defence than attack.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just on about myself and maybe not being technically gifted, guys. But no, I know what you mean. We weren't set up as 2 banks of 4, or we'd always want people to go 4, 100%. Yeah,
we worked hard on that. We were well organised.
Yeah, we did.
We were hard to beat, and then we caught teams, mate. We would press teams, and we'd catch them in their own half, and then we'd go and score goals, mate. So that was a good tactic from Brownie and the coaching staff, and we worked on that all year.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
right,
and maybe it took us to sort of December, January to sort of get that nailed down fully, and from then on we went on, and it was basically unstoppable from then onwards, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only missed out on automatic promotion the last weekend of the regular season.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was it was Crystal Palace at home, maybe something
like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Palace. Yeah. It was Palace.
But if you're going to go up, Bren, you want to go up the way we went up, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't change it. You wouldn't change this, would you?
No, but we had a Christmas. Do you remember when we had a Christmas do in London? Was it that year or the year after? We seen all the Bristol lads. I don't know if you can remember. Oh mate, they was all coming up proper stuff and then from there off they went downhill. Bristol from sort of that playoff final, they went down.
Yeah, they struggled, didn't they?
Yeah, and we sort of stayed there really, and bounced up and down a little bit, but it was an unbelievable day, mate. To be fair,
I think, like you say, that's the way to go up rather than finish second. I think probably more people remember this more, don't they, because of the occasion and Wembley.
Yeah, you either want to win the league. Or you want to go up through the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, and I think for the first time for the club, this is a more romantic way to go up as well.
Oh yeah. This team is probably the most remembered team because obviously a lot's happened since then. There's been more promotions and more Premier League and Europa League and stuff. But I think people when I speak to people that I know, they talk about this team and this day really. So. Probably because, like you say, it was under the radar and there was no massive expectation because we only stayed up on the last day of the previous season, didn't we?
Previous year, yeah.
Yeah. So
he came in, didn't he, Brian? He came in, and I don't know. I think it was. I don't know if it was Dino who scored.
Dino scored at Cardiff away. Yeah. Cardiff. Yeah.
Kind of kept it.
Kept us up.
I wouldn't say it was just him, because you know what he's like. But he scored, and and then 12 months later, look where you are.
I know. It's crazy.
I think obviously from that squad that just survived. I think obviously we brought in some key players. Obviously Gus and Brownie, the two of you, I think were huge signings for us. And then obviously, Caleb coming in, Fraser on loan. The recruitment from the club that year was spot on.
Even look at Emmerich, you know, from Bolton, he came in for I don't know whether he was injured a little bit for sure, but when he came on and scored, he scored some important goals for us. So yeah, you're right. It's you'd have to hand the credit to whoever, the scouting team, Brownie, whoever, you know, who'd go down to sort of to see Garcia and Brownie and bring them together and think they were right for us. You've got to, you know, everyone's got their opinions on Phil Brown, of course, but you have to kind of give him a little bit of credit for some of the things he did.
Yeah.
Well, he assembled the squad. You know, he assembled the squad that's there on the park, and the squad behind that. You know, you said Henrik. Think about JJ as well. You know, we spoke about JJ.
Yeah.
You know, you got players of that caliber coming into the club, and you know that was something that we always had. For me, I think we always had, as much as the team sometimes picked itself turns. I think there was always that competition on the training ground.
Definitely,
you know, I think that drove us to be better. You know, we drove each other to be better because we all wanted to be in that starting position.
Successful,
so,
and you have to do that. In my opinion, you have to have that kind of. You know,
definitely.
bit grip between your teeth to succeed. Like any team has to have that, mate. It's got to be. You know, we'd have 5 sides on a Friday. Sorry, it would be competitive. Like, you know, none of us would want to lose. It's not a case of us wanting to whack each other, but we didn't want to lose on a Thursday or a Friday. So ultimately, that would be driven across into a Saturday. Like, you know, and many times we've gone away. I don't even know how many games we've probably gone away, Gas. And we were probably losing 1-0 or it was 0-0 and it hadn't been a great game, but we were still in there and we'd keep going and then we'd nick a result, you know, and all that down to us individually kind of wanting and having that drive behind us.
Yeah,
definitely.
It was really for me, you know, a good solid team to be part of. Really, it really was.
Good group as well, I think.
What a ball that was. Who's that was,
man? Bit long.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
What? Just going into this game, what type of game did you think it would be? Did you think it would be a 1-0 or did you think it might be a bit more open?
Well, I think, like I said, we knew that they was going to pass it. And all that
but where did they pass it? Like we knew what they were doing. So it was all in front of us, mate. Everything was in front of us.
Yeah, I think we sort of set for that, didn't we? We knew we had the players to sort of counter-attack in a way and hurt them.
Yeah, we did, man. I knew what we knew. We were well drilled. He did his own work. All the coaching staff did their homework, and to be honest, we knew they were going to play, and we just sort of let them play in front of us. You know, very rarely, very seldom did they get in behind us or did they punish us behind. And when you've got the likes of Fraser Campbell up against, I think it was is it Carey, that kid at the back for them? You've always got a chance, mate. You've always got a chance for stuff like that. And you know, it was.
But that was us all season, really.
It was. Yeah,
that was us all season. You know, we were always set up really well, and you know, there were times in games where, you know, we were almost letting them have it at the back because we knew we were going to press the life out of them and squeeze them and eventually get something. You know, I remember West Brom away. West Brom away was a turning point.
Big game.
And it was a massive game, and you know, you just had that feeling that, you know, we're going to press you and we're going to win it back and we're going to score, and we did that. You know, we did that, and we won the game. You know, and it was a big result. But you felt that, and that builds belief and that builds growth in the squad because, you know, people start to believe in what we're doing. So I think that, like you said, it grew throughout the year. But you know, you started walking into games thinking, mate, we're going to crush you guys defensively and we're going to go and score goals because we've got the attacking weapons. So, you know... And
you know what?
We had that throughout the year.
We were fit, weren't we? We were fit as a group. Like, he did know his stuff coming from Bolton, about Phil Brown, coming from Bolton with Sam Allardyce and all the kind of things that they used to do. We did... I do believe we were quite a fit side, like. Yeah. You know, I think we were as fit as a group. And that obviously helps you.
Yeah. The old Bormio bike rides.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Bormio.
There's them pitch runs we used to do on a Tuesday. Do you remember that? Obviously, Wednesday off, Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Like
Prem run, the Prem runs,
runs, weren't they? Yeah, Prem runs. That's it. Yeah,
Prem runs,
they were brutal.
Yeah. Especially when you've got Brian Horton being really helpful in the background. Move. Oh, sorry, Nobby. I mean, he was old school, wasn't he? And then you've got little Parky. He's like a little great guy, but you know, he was right at you as well. There was nowhere to hide or anything on that training pitch, so you had to get it done.
Yeah.
That's a good environment. That's a winning environment, you know, when you can't hide, when you're exposed, and when everyone's pushing each other.
Yeah.
That's why we were successful, because we all pushed each other, because the people that were coaching us pushed us, because we all wanted to be better as well, you know. We all wanted to succeed. So when you got an environment like that, you know, the results are clear.
Winning recipe, mate, isn't it? And it was a winning recipe.
Definitely.
You know, to see all them fans there, like, really, the first time I think they'd ever been to Wembley, or I don't know how long it had been. It's mental to look at it now and see it all, really. It really is.
Fraser made a big contribution, didn't
he? Yeah, it's good.
Energetic, mate.
Energetic. You know, loads of goals, didn't he?
Yeah.
20 odd goals did he score?
But I remember him coming in and I think it just worked with him and Dean, didn't it? I guess.
I don't know how many games Dean started that year. You know, I'm not sure. Did he start a lot?
I think he did play a fair amount. I think
Or did he come on more and score more? I can't remember how that worked that year. Was it him and Caleb? I mean, I thought him and Caleb were on their day. Were basically unstoppable as a duo, mate.
Yeah.
Caleb and Fraser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you go back to the depth we had, mate. You look at that. You got Fraser, you got Dino, you got Faves. You know, you look at that. You got all that to come on. You know, when you got those type of guys coming off the bench.
Stand up turns, don't turn your back turns, Stand up.
Sucked in, and he was tricky, that geezer.
I know, mate, I never got near him.
Aussie boy. He's an Aussie boy.
Yeah.
I remember him,
I played with him. After when I got back at Sydney. He's a good player, very good player.
Yeah.
Someone just got across in time there, was it? Wayne Brown?
Yosman Brownie, I think. Yosman Brownie.
Just. Must have been warm down there at this stage.
I really can't remember the day, mate. I can remember it. Very, not many things I can remember, to be fair. It's so hard and so much you're thinking about, so much that's going through your mind.
Yeah.
It was...
so much at stake, I guess, because if you look... I remember thinking, having got there, that if you had to be the loser...
Look at that little passage there. Sorry, Brent, but everyone, they've had 5, 6, 7, 8 more passes there and they've gone nowhere. So we dealt with it because we put so much pressure on them.
You just didn't think it was a day you wanted to be the losing team, because it's a long season to get there, innit? And then for it not to happen is... Yeah. Oh. There you go. Doss, see that one out.
We're more than happy there, aren't we? The way this game started, I think, you know, our setup just suited us down to the ground. I think we had a great start, which obviously sets up the rest of the game.
You're happy, aren't you? I'm happy. We're all probably talking around, saying, no dramas. We're all happy. There's nothing, you know. We knew what they've got in front of us. We know what they're doing. Yeah. There's no dramas our end on here at all. I don't think there's any panic setting or anything. We were completely fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
By the way, there's definitely a penalty.
Is it? I was just going to say.
There's definitely a penalty.
Talk us through that.
You did love to throw your arms in the air, didn't you?
Give me a lead.
Oh, he didn't get a touch.
That was a bad injury and all, by the way, that.
Yeah. You know, that was a bit of a touch for us, him going off.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
He's a good player. Yeah, because he came back on, didn't he? And then obviously concussed, he had to go off.
He was in a bit of a mess, to be honest, mate.
Oh. Is that you, Ted?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll put it foul
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Thankfully, from a Bristol City perspective. 5 goals from the back this season.
Warm.
Turns you haven't aged a bit, mate. Honestly.
Good pal.
What about me, guys?
You just got a few greys, mate, that's all.
Yeah.
Unless you haven't got the wing backs pushing on.
Oh, they're on. They're on. They're coming on.
Were you all conscious of the kind of size of the crowd and the noise, or is it not? Because you're out there, it's not there. Oh.
Yeah, no, you see past that, don't you?
Yeah, I think you have your initial, you view it all, you have your initial little look, but then once you start, mate, you're in a bit of a zone, aren't you?
Yeah, just playing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just that focus kicks in.
Oh, what am I playing, son?
That's what Ashbee does ever so well for his whole City team. Mops things up, and Nick Carl, it's a silly free kick to give away. His team were on attack. And he's hacked into the back of Ian Ashbee.
Oh yeah, that was a bad injury, that wasn't it?
Yeah, he was in trouble, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Looks a cut above the eye, doesn't it? He was brave defending. He had to win it for his team. Nicky Barmby was stealing in there.
Oh. Bit more us at the minute. Oh. How tiring was the pitch, by the way?
Definitely. I think.
Yeah, it was. It was, to be fair. Yeah, I think, like you said before, the heat, as well as the atmosphere, as well as the occasion, everything. You know, that first sort of 20, 25 minutes. You know, you're always like trying to get your breath. You know, obviously your adrenaline's pumping and you're pushing yourself because you want to do well. And I think that first 20, 25 minutes is probably the hardest, where you're trying to find that second wind.
Yeah. Kind of nervous energy gets expended.
Great ball, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just charging my phone level. I forgot to put on charge.
Ah, it's alright. Yeah, Dino with his Wembley haircut.
So you told you, Ash, we're capable of some good football, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I knew we were capable of some football, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steady down, guys, don't you?
Straight off the bald patch.
Lovely.
Hey, look good in slow-mo, guys.
You see that there, guys? You're a right winger, not a right winger. But you're in the middle of the box there, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's where we were good at. Like, you pick the ball up. You came 20 yards inside the middle of the park there to pick the ball up first when you initially set off the move. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't play as like a winger, two centre midfielders. We understood, you know, what else we could do, what kind of had to move around a little bit, you know.
Yep.
Oh.
That's Brendon in the control side.
And I think we had good balance as well, you know. I think you know we had good balance because, you know, you would sit, you know, we had Brownie turns, you know, that were allowed then all of a sudden Dorse to push on as well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The balance within the squad was good as well, you know.
Yeah.
Allowed the attacking players to be a bit freer, thinking
and
that,
understand
you know, the back
that
door was always going to be closed.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bit naughty. Wow.
It's all us here, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah. Kind of. Momentum of the game's changed a little bit. There's Dorse.
So we have them on the run here.
Oh, Dino.
Loves that football, isn't he? Lovely. Some of these free kicks he used to score. Unreal.
Doss, yeah.
You know the goal that he scored, Dino, yeah? So
Yeah.
he did that soccer school up in Hull, didn't he, a couple of years later? Team in that soccer school. So my little Stan used to go.
All right, yeah.
At end of every session for 20 minutes, he made him do the Dean Windass goal. So he used to stand behind the goal, clip the ball, and then they'd have to bang it like he did, and they go, no, next one. Just to pick him up, I go, oh no, yeah, brilliant. Only him.
Only Dino. Only Dino.
Yeah, but there for half an hour until they actually got the Dean Windass goal.
Oh, no. I saw him recreating it on Soccer M or something.
Yeah, he does it everywhere, mate. He goes.
Yeah.
Still.
12 years on.
12 years on, he still goes on about it.
Yeah, character.
I think
Is there a little bit of the shirts
so many
left?
good characters, didn't we? That's good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I've got mine. Yeah.
Have you?
I've got both my shirts. Yeah. I
Haven't
did.
we? I think Dean sold his. I think Dean sold them to the club, I think. Yeah.
What did you get just 2 long sleeve and short sleeve?
I think
You had what you won, didn't you?
Yeah. I had one half, one next half.
Right.
Yeah,
I've got
same.
2 short sleeves.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Worth a lot of money, them shirts now.
I doubt it, bro.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Your dad might buy one, mate. He's got a few quid, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's, yeah. Probably last time I saw you, Ash, was when we were on that the day out at the cricket for my dad's birthday. Do you remember?
Oh, what a day that was, yeah. Start my head, mate. That's brilliant.
On a minibus trip to Headingley to watch cricket in an exec box.
Brilliant.
Curtis was there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Right.
Curtis was nice.
Yeah.
Good day, that.
Yeah, the old man's, just building his new clubhouse.
Bredd, is he building a new one?
Yeah, they've got some grant funding to build a new clubhouse, so
Okay.
they're in the middle of doing that, I think.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
That's good, mate.
I remember him being at this game with my nephew and my sister, so, yeah. I think they went down on one of the trains that the club put on.
Yeah.
And he said to me, it's the worst train trip I've ever been on this. Like, it was just horrendous. It was boiling hot. It was packed. Yeah.
My family had a whale of a time.
Did he?
I had my mum, my brother, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law,
Wow.
2 uncles come over, or 3 uncles come over, and they just had a great time. You know, they sort of arrived a few days before the game, went to London. You know, we're on the beers all afternoon or all morning, so they loved it. They had a great time.
Yeah.
They're memories you don't forget, mate. And that's what it's.
Yeah.
Why that's so special, mate. That's with them forever. You can never take them kind of memories away, mate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. Everywhere we go, they tell the story of the final. They tell the story of the crowd. They tell the story of the atmosphere around the ground. Everything like that, mate. They tell that story all the time. So, you know, it's just as much a fond memory for them than it is for me.
Yeah. Particularly for, you know, if you had young kids at the time who didn't perhaps understand it, you can show them it now and say, you know, this was the day. My little boy's not old enough to understand it, but he knows some of the names. Yeah, he knows some of the names. I've been looking through the City mags with him during the lockdown.
You must be bored.
You have been bored.
Yeah. No, I was just looking through and I was watching some of the DVD stuff where he went go-karting and where I think Damo, Francie and Mark Josie went and played golf and just like stuff like that you could do then. I'm not so sure you could do it now, but I think that's because everyone was just willing to help.
Yeah. Changed. It was different. I think it's easier years ago to get to the players years ago, mate. I don't think it's not as easy these days, mate, to get to players.
Nah. I watched one the other day. It was the City Mag darts tournament at the training ground.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched that as well. Yeah, I watched that. It was good.
It just stuff like that. You just think it was just so easy to set up because you just say, "Come and do this," and everyone just be right. So yeah, good fun.
I think that was just the team spirit we built, wasn't it? I mean, that dartboard where it was the training ground, and mornings and afternoons, good, we just congregate around there and having a laugh and going Shanghai.
It was a tough old school though, turns, wasn't it? You know what I mean? We would give a little bit of stick out there. So I think that's also ours, having that kind of banter between you all.
Yeah. I got most of that abuse, probably.
Good, you deserved it.
Cheers. All that.
Look how full it is there, like to the rafters from there. It's mad, isn't it?
It's an incredible shot, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just remember, like, everybody you knew was going. Even people who didn't go to football were going.
Yeah. Everyone went, mate.
Yeah, it was just. I remember getting to the ground and just seeing like all the coaches were pulling up, and it was just like it seemed like an endless stream of coaches in black and amber. It was like it was incredible to see. Just because nothing had ever happened like that for the club before, had it?
No.
I mean, you were there, Ash, at the start of it when you first came. That's just after I'd started, and there wasn't a lot to be shouting about, was there? So...
No, well, that's what I mean. I think when the first promotion we had, that was another special moment for the football club and for the town, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This honest what dreams are made of.
Yeah,
you know, just to get the club out of the low leagues, out of Boothroyd Park, back into a real nice stadium at the KC.
Yeah,
you know, the club was always going to move. The fan base were kind of desperate for that kind of. I think that's why sometimes. Now, if we weren't playing great, it could be a bit harsh. It could be quite scathing on players and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't give people a long time because they're so desperate to success and to do well. But if you look at since whatever year, 2000 and the last 10, 12 years they've had, mate, even longer than that. The kind of as a football club, they've had a right mate. Really, you couldn't grumble, could you?
Oh no, not at all. Not when you think what went before it. I mean, the Yeovil promotion was the first promotion for 19 years, and then after that you've had the back-to-back. You've had this, then you've had other Premier League and Europe and FA Cup finals. So it's crazy.
It's a hell of a journey, mate. That really.
There's not really a story like it in football, I don't think.
Significant in the home game, particularly against Crystal Palace. He prevented him largely getting the ball on his left foot at all. The two occasions he did, once he scored a decisive goal and the other time he hit the crossbar. He has got a fantastic left foot. Terrific ability to strike the ball hard, he can bend it, he can place it, he's got good quick feet. He's very, very one-sided, that might be the only criticism really. Dawson.
Is your young and playing, Ashley?
Yeah, he's at Hull. And they've obviously stopped because of what's going on at the minute, mate.
Right.
Yeah, he's under 13s at Hull City, so yeah, he's all right, mate. Got a little bit about him.
Good,
Sounds good.
Midfield general.
No, he's not, mate. No. He's left-sided centre half. So,
is he?
Yeah, he's got a little left duke on him. It might be Delaney's, I'm not sure. He's left-footed. He's got like dark eyes, and I've got blue eyes and right foot. I'm not sure who he is, to be honest. I'm trying to look around that time. He's not Dorsey's because he's already taller than Dorse. Dorsey's there now, isn't he? Dorse is the 18s, doesn't he, or something there? So I've had a close look at that, and he's already taller than Dorse, so it can't be Dorse.
I think he's enjoying it, Dorse.
Yeah, he loves it there, mate. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Fags a lot there when Fags was there. Like, he loved it, but now he's gone back to Southend, hasn't
he? Yeah.
But it was, it's the academy's really good. To be fair, I enjoy watching it. Going down there, just watching him play, and some players coming through it. So, and it's a massive catchment area. So
massive.
It's massive. So it's all good.
It shows how old we all are when like all your kids are starting to play football in academies and stuff.
Mental, innit?
Yeah, definitely. Crazy.
I think, you know, I remember you walking around the pitch with Stan when he was a baby. You know, like
imagine when he gets back in the car though, Brendon. He's lost 2-0 away at Leeds. Oh.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to. You can't say anything to them these days, mate.
Oh right. Oh dear.
I know.
Crazy. Time just passes so quick, doesn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah. I know.
I mean,
Go on, Ben. Sorry, mate.
This game's been on Sky about 3 times in the last 3 weeks, I think.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has actually. Somebody texted me before to say.
Been showing old kind of playoff finals and stuff. So. Oh.
Shout out the ref.
Did you get sent off that year, Ash?
Nah, not that year. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I don't think I did that year. Did I?
You must have got suspended for cards.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think there's a season I haven't been suspended for cards for sure. I just don't think I got sent off. I'm just trying to think. Nah, I don't think I did, mate. No, that year I didn't. Discipline, Garcia. You know what it's like, mate.
I think I remember JJ getting sent off.
What for?
It was against Burnley or somebody.
They're taking the out of players.
Yeah, taking absolute liberties, taking liberties.
I can't remember what the incident was, but it was well out of character, shall we say. Yeah. You ever get sent off turns?
Not in this season, I don't think I did, no. I can remember.
Oh.
See, everything's in front of us, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're pretty deep, to be fair, but
yeah, but we are.
The way we
it's just the way it was. There's nothing. I've just watched the last 2-3 minutes there, and it's just like.
But we were comfortable like that. You know what I mean? That was sort of like okay for us because we were used to being in our shape and watching it in front of us. You know, so that's why I think it was so good because we were comfortable like that.
No panic, was there? Apart from
I remember during the season we used to have like. I remember during the season we had meetings like on a Monday and spoke about pro zone stats and the way we played, and there was times when the less touches like me and Brian had at centre back, like obviously the more games we won. It was strange, like obviously we never get out of the back. We always tend to sort of get it forward and playing their half.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
We're in here.
Yes, that's what I mean. We just soaked up so many.
Oh, here we go.
We could have gone down there, couldn't we?
Something happened here.
Certainly soft. Great goal, wasn't it?
What a finish. You got to say, what a finish.
Yeah,
in a big game.
What strike, mate.
Jeez, mate. Yeah.
Wouldn't have been many on the pitch. He'd have put 5, 6, 7 of them away if he'd have done the same thing, mate. Because he had technique for stuff like that. He was very good at that, mate. He did. Yeah, his finishing, he was really good at that, mate.
Was anybody there thinking don't hit it?
I think we've been chasing the ball for that long, for about the previous 5 minutes. I couldn't even speak, mate, because I've left it.
Tell you what, it's travelling when he hits it. Look at that.
Some goal that.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
The keeper's dived after it's gone in the net.
Even the ball, it's a good ball as well from Fraser.
Yeah,
you know, it's a good pick out, mate. 12 guys in the box and he picks out Dino on the edge, you know what I mean? So it's good calmness to be able to pick that out.
That shows his quality. Shows his quality, doesn't it?
Yeah, that Man United pedigree, I think that was.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. That's why he moves. That's why he moved on to bigger and better things. But you know what I mean? Because he had that quality within him. We get to half time now, don't we?
Yeah, I was just going to say, what are you thinking now? Because the goal is 38 minutes, so you've got 7+ stoppages, aren't you? What are you thinking now?
Yeah,
half
just
time.
getting to half time. But I remember there was about 5 minutes added on there in this first half through that Bradley all getting injured.
Right.
A long time.
The fairy godfather, Dean Windus.
Does anyone remember what Brownie said at half time? I don't remember anything about half time.
I don't remember any half time team talks, mate. I used to switch off, mate. Just nod my head and say, yeah, that's it. Yeah. I can't actually remember. That's a good question, that, though. I can't actually remember.
Oh. Who did most of the talking at half-time? Generally, I mean.
Yeah, Brownlee was the one, wasn't he? And then, unless Nobby'd come in and Nobby'd be stood in the corner with a piece of paper wrapped up, ready to whack somebody over the head with this. Angriest man ever. But yeah, I think Brownie did most of it, and then Nobby'd say a few things.
What a finish.
Yeah. It's probably one of the better goals that's been on that pitch, to be fair.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh, is that... Yeah.
Yeah, it's where he
his
goes off.
face has gone on it, like.
Say it was concussed?
Yeah, I think it felt like his old cheekbone had gone, like, fell in.
Oh, right.
I think Barnes had edited. I'm sure Barnes. He was brave, and as he was flicking, I think he's taken that amount of time to sort of decompose, if you want to call it that.
It was that first 5 minutes, wasn't it? The first 5 minutes from that cross.
So
There we go.
Yeah, Barnes has headed him, and it's horrible, man. Brave one, both.
Barnes has got straight up, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good header as well.
Yeah.
As a whole, this massive championship playoff crowd rises to its feet to applaud Bradley Orr, players as well. It's good to see. Absolutely, really good to see.
Yeah, good to see that, to be fair. You don't want to see anybody carried off there, especially in...
Nah, not in the final like that, mate.
Not in games like this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who did they bring on here? Oh.
That was manager's son.
His son, yeah.
But you know what? You know when they brought him on, he always sort of just sat there playing. Do you know what I mean? So when they brought him on, I was thinking that's even better for us because he just sits there playing and he's going to be playing in front of us. So it wasn't like a worry he's going to stretch us or get him behind or no problem, no issues with it.
Yeah. Strong lad, Adebola.
That was a big old boy. I wonder what kind of things you covered on that day, like K's or whatever you want to call it, whatever you used to cover.
Yeah.
The probably must have covered some right round that day.
Luke would have known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still there. He's not there, is he?
No, he left a while ago, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I speak to him. Still speak to him regular. Because like he was there from most of the time I was there, to be fair. So yeah. Sam.
See, Sam did really well with him because he was bad, was it? McIndoe.
Yeah, he's a good player.
You know what I mean? He's a good little player, yeah. But Sam dealt with him really well.
He always seemed to be linked to coming to Hull, McIndoe.
Yeah, from Doncaster, wasn't he?
You remember?
Years and years, yeah.
Yeah. Never quite happened though, did it?
No.
Oh, Dino again.
Get him in that corner, yeah. Get him in that corner.
Oh.
That is not what I want.
He was getting an earful there, Ash, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Give a bit for that.
Yeah. I've definitely got a bit there, mate.
It's not like you, Ash. You wouldn't give anyone an earful.
Yeah, don't be mate. Come on. I was just giving it myself, guys. That was all. It was never for anyone else. It was just for my own head.
Sounds daft, but Bo doesn't really seem to have had the ball in his hands at all, does he?
No. I think we're comfortable, man. I'll be honest, I haven't watched the game, to be honest. I think we were comfortable. I bet they've got more possession on the stats and all that, but we were comfortable for sure.
Yeah.
We've had the better chances as well.
Yeah.
Did you think one would be enough, or because you were set up that way, like you're saying, you didn't concede a lot of goals. Did you think one would be enough, or?
I think we're tough to beat, to break down. Is what I think. I think we were always tough to break down. So we're 1-0, yeah, comfortable, but it's obviously not a great scoreline, is it?
Nah.
But still very comfortable with everybody knowing the jobs. They've had to change their formation there. What's the lad in midfield who's just come on and one's had to go centre midfielder, Marvin Johnson's had to go right back.
Marvin Elliott, he's gone right back.
He's gone right back. And then you've got Johnson coming. So their whole system now has changed a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So and Marv used to bomb on a little bit more, so he wasn't going to be bombing on anymore. So he does not become a problem to us. So yeah, I think we're all completely comfortable.
But they had that massive centre half, didn't they? Who I can't remember his name, but I think he was ill before the game, so he didn't.
McComb, is it McComb?
Is it McComb? Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember, he was such a threat from set pieces. I think he sort of fell ill before the game, which was a bit of a bonus for us.
Oh.
Mind you, not that they've had no set pieces, have they, really?
No.
Johnson slotting in there. He will be getting his foot on the ball.
Besides that first chance, have they had any chances, really?
No. So it said Bo. I don't recall Bo picking the ball up, or. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about what it was like for you guys, but where we were sat at the time was going really slowly as soon as we went to goal up. And we celebrated, and we shouldn't have done. Not supposed to do that in a press box.
Forgiven that day, bro. I bet, mate.
Oh mate, yeah. I just felt I knew the kid at Bristol really well, so I felt for him, to be fair, at the end, because no one wants to take a manager around after they've lost a playoff final, do they? It's not all. Well. Not Bo's best, that one. Oh.
Was it a long extra? Did we have a lot of extra time after that then?
Yeah, there's 6 minutes, I think.
For what? Because for that all guy.
Yeah.
So that we're doing that all day long, isn't we? You and Brendon were back.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that you, Gas? Yeah.
I think so, mate. I think so. That's end of half. I was trying to take it in the corner, I couldn't run.
Yeah. So you just fell off it. Well, that's the first time we've heard Lee Trundle's name, really.
Yeah, he was very quiet.
He was nowhere that day, was he? It's a foul, that. Why didn't the line not give that? It's a foul.
Yeah.
The last thing they need is a man losing their cool, Bristol City.
So warm as well.
It's the start of the day, and now they've lost 2 defenders for a variety of reasons.
Oh.
And they've lost a goal to this man. A very special moment.
There you go.
There you go.
Is what separates these two sides,
So
and what puts Hull City in the driving seat for that final Premier League place next season.
I didn't think we did as well as that, to be honest. I think that's probably the first time I've seen that the whole game.
Is it?
That's the first time I have as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think exactly what I thought and what we did all season is exactly what we did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never watched it back in full. Just seen highlights, but
yeah,
there were millions of highlights anyway, were there? Don't think?
No. Not one for the average football fan, was it, Brent?
No, I don't. Not one for the purists, I don't think. But then again, a lot of these big games are they? Because I guess there's too much at stake, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, you've had some of the classic playoff finals, haven't you? But I think there's been probably more that have been a bit similar to this than there has been in the 4-3s or whatever. Yeah.
It's always cagey because there's something big up for grabs. So.
Oh, massive. Well, massive for the club, massive for you guys as players. You know, financially it was enormous, wasn't it, to get into the Premier League?
Yeah. What was the thing then? Getting into the Premier League then? 60 million, 70
something
million.
Like that, yeah, 70 million quid or something. Yeah.
What is it
Well,
now?
they say it's
260?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
200 million more.
They say it's like the biggest games, isn't it, in English football?
Yeah.
Yeah, the playoff. Yeah, championship playoff.
Financially.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
It might be wide, but it is a lively start by Bristol City. It's going to need a little bit more of the same. It's their midfielders.
Yeah, he was quite lively, wasn't he?
Good player, mate, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Decides to let fly.
Yeah.
Hold on, that was just as bad as close as my shot in the first half.
Must be an Aussie thing.
Cheers.
You scored a few that season, Gas, didn't you?
Yeah, a few. I don't think. Yeah, I scored about 7, 8, something
I
like
was
that.
going to say, yeah, close to double figures. I saw the highlights of the Watford second leg game and you scored that goal towards the end, but it kind of gets forgotten because by then, I think Caleb's goal kind of sealed it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then you scored your goal, then Doyley scored a goal, and he just kept being pitch invasions.
That was great. That Watford semi-final at home.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the best nights of my career, certainly.
Which one, son?
The second leg, Watford.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But do you remember when we were
the atmosphere?
Second leg when we went 1-0 down straight away, and I was thinking, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was one of my best as well, mate. Unbelievable.
And then Bam stole my goal.
Yeah, you headed it, didn't you? Yeah. I think was it 4-1? 4-1 in the end on the night.
Yeah, 4-1.
Was it 4? Yeah.
Yeah. Because Doyley's first ever goal, maybe only goal. I don't know actually. But...
I think he just had a baby.
I think that helped.
Yeah.
I think that helped with our confidence going into this game as well. You know.
Yeah.
Because it was convincing in the end. I think it gave us a big lift. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was so many. It was 12 years ago, yesterday or the day before. So I watched the little highlights package, and just after your goal goes in, Gas, there's a massive pitch invasion, and then they get everyone off the pitch, and then Doyley scores again. Not long after, there's another pitch invasion. 30 degrees pitch side. Warm.
Bad game, isn't it?
Take it.
Yeah, take it all day long.
Yeah. At what point do you think the manager starts thinking about changes?
I think when you see players getting tired, I think that's when he's going to make changes. Obviously, always going to sink deeper and deeper as the half went on, and he's trying to keep our lead intact, I think.
Even the other one, was it? Even the rest of it trying to happen.
On ball.
It's a little bit, is it?
I think it's important to see how the team settles after the break as well, you know, because some teams start slow after the break, you know, the other team's got something to prove after the break, so, you know, you've got to give the team enough time to sort of, you know, settle and get back into it. And find their rhythm again, and if that means they defend for, you know, 10-15, they do that, you know, but then after that, I think you've got to start making changes, because then, you know, you can't defend for the whole half, so.
No.
Oh, comfortable.
It's the first time he's watching it, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, doesn't really generate any power. He gets it up and round. Easy.
Nah.
He scored one not unlike that on the final day of the season.
Did you have Bow on the other day, Brendon?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was so funny. He was classic Bo. We couldn't get him on the call for about half an hour. But yeah, just talk about how his shirt was always 4 sizes too big, and told a good story about. I think we played at Southend. You would have been there, Ash, I would think, where Murph's done the team talk and he's got Dorse to stand up and say Bosh or something. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was just funny, really.
Character in Murph, wasn't he?
Yeah, we were talking about when he used to measure out the running yardage at Brantingham in his car.
Yeah, but he used to get his car now, yeah.
Yeah.
Come down and do it in the mall, by the mall. Knew exactly what we were doing.
Driving around on the pitch at Brantingham. Oh yeah. Fractured cheekbone.
Lee Johnson looking up for Dealey Adebola. Might come down for McIndoe here. Trundle's done well.
Oh.
We're under a bit here, aren't we?
Yeah.
In the box for Hull. McAllister. McIndoe.
They've kind of started like they started the first half, haven't they? Oh.
Not the tallest, is he, Michael McIndoe? Did well to
Yeah.
the jam in the Hull City sandwich, but unable to find the target.
That's a shot, that. Look at that.
Signs of early promise from the men from the West Country, though. Windass.
Oh, oh.
It's gone for a shot there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Boaz had a great kick, didn't he? He's just boom,
yeah, anywhere he wanted, mate, wouldn't it?
Both feet as well, aren't they?
Attacking their own supporters in this second half, that end of the ground, and plenty of noise coming from the contingent.
So no one can remember what half-time message was then.
Can't even remember, to be honest.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So.
Probably just trying to breathe again, I guess. It was that hot. Oh.
I just remember that the halftime break was like really short. Well, it's
Right.
not really short, you know. Like it was over. And
Yeah.
was like, we're going back out there. So yeah.
Silly, really. Got to know your whereabouts on the pitch. Takes the throw in and moves forward from it. Look, clearly.
Oh yeah.
I really
It's just one of them. It's one of them ones at half time, isn't it? Where obviously you 1-0 up with such a big game, you're just saying to yourself, "Come on, lads, just keep a clean sheet." We're in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think we all. I remember actually just coming out for the second half, just thinking, "Come on, boys, right? Just keep a clean sheet.
Come on.
We're there."
It's done, yeah. Halfway there. I think that was exactly what he'd been saying. We're halfway there. We're halfway there.
Like Bradley Orr, who's now since departed, of course, he also voted in the PFA Team of the Season.
It's quite animated on the touchline, the manager. Oh, there we go.
There's cameras on him, mate.
The earpiece in.
He's got it this time.
It's given them
Yeah, gosh.
that goal, but it is by no means guaranteed anything just yet. Still plenty of work to do for Hull City to turn the long
Slowing it down here.
I think we needed it, to be fair, after that, mate. Really.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A little bit onslaught.
Just been under the cosh there for about 10-15 minutes, maybe.
Park were locked. Ashbee.
Dina.
The crossing by Windass. Garcia rose well.
Oh.
So too did Fontaine. Now Ashbee.
He's everywhere.
Come on, off. Come on, Gus.
Oh.
Oof.
Some more there.
Sport and football, it's about progression, isn't it?
The pitch just looks massive.
It was.
Yeah, it just does look massive. I don't know.
They're so close to making it to that Premier League.
Oh, turns. Not happy with that.
No, it's a foul.
Climbing on his opposite number.
This is what Dean Windass was complaining was going on with him before, but this time.
Just got to let him have it sometimes.
Yeah.
That's an infringement.
Another chance for them to show off their set-piece prowess.
Good spot for a free kick, this, to be fair.
Found a way through against Crystal Palace.
Kindo's left foot.
Weasel on the training ground. I wonder what the call is here.
The weasel.
Yeah, the weasel, yeah. There we go. I don't remember this at all. Oh, corner. Yeah.
Good ball, that. Good ball.
Oh, well, Brownie.
Oh, Brownie.
Oh, you can't give that handball for that. Wow. Oh. Oh. What's happening there?
Ball in, actually.
Oh.
Good chance, isn't it? Good chance for them.
Yeah, it's a good chance. It's never a handball, is it? As Ash has just said.
Looking for something to get their teeth into Bristol City. Brown, but he moved towards the ball. That's what they will feel.
Ashbee still here, can't you?
Garcia there, thank you. Everybody's still here.
Sorry, mate.
Alright. Just checking.
Mate, it's the first time I've watched it back. I'm trying to watch your game.
You're studying it as a coach now, Gas.
Yeah, very much so, mate. Very much so. It's amazing how much when you change sides, you sort of see things that other coaches did.
Yeah.
You know, you think about the things that you did and the way players reacted and things like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. But it's good. It's good because you have the stuff behind you.
Yeah.
You have the experience and everything behind you to be able to make good decisions, which I'm finding is good.
Yeah, Fig said different as a player to obviously going, like you say, going on the other side of the fence and critiquing stuff.
Would you coach, Gar? Are you like the first team?
I'm assistant. Like there's 2 assistant coaches for the first team, and then I do the youth team as well. So I do youth team and I do So I was assistant coach, and then a new coach came in, and he kept me on as assistant with his assistant as well. So.
Is that in the team?
Sorry, mate.
Are you in the top league there?
Yeah.
Oh, level.
Yeah, that's gone.
Just there. We've lost him. Let's try and get him back in.
Dusts himself down, picks himself up. You can see Bristol City are doing the pressing. 7 attempts in this game. But it's Hall's only attempt that has been decisive.
We lost
that. Starting to get that full hold back in.
Yeah. It's a bit like the first half all over again.
Yeah, it is, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a good run from him. Intercepted by Turner, who can now turn defence into
Turns is going. Oh, wait.
Turner's continued his run.
What am I doing there? It's so tight.
Handle for Windass.
Seen a back post header, I think, Turns at you.
Hughes. Ricketts, now Garcia.
Can you see me now, Bren?
I can hear you. I can see where you should be, yeah. The other guys... It's alright. Oh, right. Where are you back now?
Back now, mate. Yeah, we're good.
We were just talking. We were just asking Gas how it's different to becoming a coach, having played.
What do you say?
I'll let him tell you if you want.
Is he staring at me, or is he actually gone somewhere?
No, mate. I'm just watching the game. Yeah, mate, it is different. Yeah, completely different. You know, all the things that even the likes of yourself, would say to a coach, and
He's changed,
and the way people play it. Yeah, play it. I don't think I've changed. I think I've taken what I've learned, but I sometimes see what coaches did in the past.
Yeah.
And the good thing about being a coach now is that I'm able to now sort of say, okay, well, I've got the hindsight of seeing what they did, and maybe I approach the situation in a different manner, and maybe I know how to do things in a different way. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
But you definitely understand things from a different. Go on.
I do a little stand now. Some of the things that I before would have not, would have said is not acceptable. Or, I mean, they're young boys, but you still have an opinion. You just see that things have changed now, haven't they? And you've got to quickly get up to speed with that, but also don't lose your own personality amongst it all. You know what I mean? You've got to kind of have a little bit of you, a little bit of something that you want to learn, and hopefully that makes you a good coach and can make players better.
Definitely.
I mean, the thing with I see some of them now. I feel like the fitness coaches run the game of football more now. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that's also who the coach in charge is as well.
As let happen, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I think a lot of coaches will not that they will run it. They'll use it to the way it's supposed to be used, and some just, I won't say lazy. Some will let that go because it becomes easy for them because they don't have to do as much because they pass the responsibility onto him. Yeah.
Tens, you not fancy coaching?
No, not really, mate. I've never fancied it, actually. Even, when I was playing, I obviously a lot of players get their badges done, while careers going on, but I've never really fancied it, to be honest, mate.
Nah. Different route for you, Tens, post-career. Did you say it was last year you finished playing? Last season?
Yes, I'd finished at Southend last summer, so it's just over a year now since my last game, so...
Wow.
Everything just goes quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, massively. So what's your plan for the post-football?
So I've just started doing a little bit of work with an agent, sort of watching players, mentoring players a little bit. Still in the game. It's gone down that route a little bit and see how that goes.
Right, stay in the game. That's fine. Oh. Wait, Ash, what are you up to these days?
I've got an oil company, mate, selling oil.
Wow.
Yeah, so like fuel, marine oil to ships and tugs and like diesels to land plant machinery stuff. So,
all right,
yeah. So I set it up about 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
All good, mate. Yeah, I feel like, for me, I did the badges, but Stan was at Hull City from about 8 years of age, 9, and I just thought if I start coaching, and I'm going to miss out on basically him and making sure he's getting there fine. I take him to Hull, I drop him off, I stand in the corner, I don't say nothing. They have reviews, every 6 months. Every 6 weeks they have reviews, and it's completely different now. So all I really do, Brendon, I'd love to be involved one day.
Yeah.
With maybe Hull City in some capacity. I'm still in the area, but as far as coaching, and it's not really for me. I think it's changed maybe beyond maybe what I would want to change. So I just basically look after Stan. Make sure he's all right, mate. And see where he wants to do, and if he wants to try and carve a path out for him, mate, there's nothing nobody can do apart from himself. It's all down to him, and I just want to be there every step of the way with him, really.
Yeah. No, that's good. So, that's good. Well, you did a bit for the old fella, didn't you? So.
Yeah, no, I went in and I loved every minute of it, really. I was with Curtis Woodhouse. We went down to like Bridgetown. We got offered a job up at we got a couple of job offers, to be fair, Gainsborough and getting closer to the league. But such a commitment.
Yeah, isn't it? There's a lot of games,
mate,
a lot of travel midweek.
Saturday, Tuesdays, you're up against it. It's just wasn't. It really wasn't where I wanted it to be with stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it a lot, mate, and I learned a lot really as you know, me as a kid and growing up and playing football and then how other people are playing football. So I learned a lot from that. But just when you've got young boy, when I had a young boy, mate, I had to put more, more into him, to be honest.
Yeah, non-league's quite an arduous road, isn't it? It's quite a big commitment.
It's a big commitment. Saturday, Tuesday, all the lads. I'm asking them to run through brick walls when they're getting 50 quid a week and they've been at work all day, like laying tarmac on the road. It's not fair, like, you know. And for me personally, I wanted that out of them and got it out of them, but just it's tough, mate. It was a tough one. You know, everyone wants the nice, easy, cushy job, but that's just not where it is. It's unfortunate that's not out there, mate. So
it's not.
I made a decision a few years back.
Yeah, fair enough. There we go. First substitution of the day.
How many minutes is that in?
I think it's about 25 minutes left. Funny because Fegs played there the year before for Derby, didn't he?
Yeah, Derby County,
Yeah, he got
you look at now, we're bringing on Fegs here. A bundle of energy.
Yeah.
Him behind.
Yeah.
What a substitution, you know, you've got on the bench there to kind of help us and take us over the line.
Yeah.
He's been very effective, hasn't he? Helping his team in these playoffs. In all the 3 games.
Like you said, probably started with the experience and then...
Yeah, I'm sure Fegs would have been absolutely devastated, do you know what I mean? I'm sure he was, but, you know, at the end of the day, mate, Brandy's had to make a couple of decisions on that day and probably Fegs for Barnes was probably one of them, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at the game and Barnes' experience is, you know, is so valuable to the team that, definitely. So, you know, you have to make that decision.
Oh. Keeps on top of somebody there.
Into the latter stages of the game, as we said, he's got pace to burn. Watch the way he goes easily past Dawson. That's an important touch by Myhill to take that away. Lee Trundle was hovering in behind there.
It's difficult as a keeper if you're not involved that much, but you've still got to be switched on, haven't you?
It's going to their end as well, isn't it? We're kicking to their fans as well, aren't they? And we're kicking towards hards now.
He's hardly touched the ball, and then he just has to make sure that when it does. When he is needed.
Game spread out now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've dropped deeper and deeper and made the game so big. Yeah.
Look at the way we're working out to get through there, Jesus.
Foul. Oh, 3 away and into the box here.
Yeah. Was you going mad at Fegs there, Tens?
Hey, mate.
Was you going mad at Fegs there? Stop giving free kicks away.
It's hard, isn't it? When coming on full of energy and to be fair, we could looking at it here, mate. We're under it a bit here. We could have done a little regroup really and just a little settle down, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
In the wall. It's a good camera shot. Well organised on these set pieces defensively, though.
We worked hard on them, to be fair. I think we used to do them every kind of a week, every Thursday, every Friday. We used to get them nailed on. And I think because we had like we always have probably 6 or 7 starters all the time who knew what they were doing. Do you know what I mean? Regular starters throughout the season. I think it helps you a little bit.
Back four was pretty settled as well, wasn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
Picked, like you say, more as picked itself, didn't it? Back four.
So we just took out 4 people.
Sort of frantic defending that you'd expect at this stage of a match with this sort of importance.
Yeah, it has got very stretched.
Fontaine.
Just trying to settle here. We little 1-0.
Yeah, just need to settle it, mate.
Oh.
Trying to play some gas.
Oh, God.
Good shot. Good, Garcia.
Terrific run by Richard Garcia.
And then I run straight into him.
I'll be honest with you.
I'll take that.
I was taking
Take that,
guys.
Yeah.
Breathing out your ass, guys.
Yeah.
Here's Cal.
You take Dino off, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, here we go. 10 minutes watching Dino come off the pitch now. No, look, if the ref told him, go on, get it off.
Did he do his hair just for that day? I can't remember.
No, I think he had it before.
remember.
No, I think he had it before.
Did he have it? I don't remember having it in the semi-finals. That's all.
Didn't he? He did have it at Watford.
Maybe.
I think I don't think he had it at Watford because he scored at Watford, didn't he?
Big Cal.
Absolute unit, wasn't he?
Cal, yeah.
Unbelievable, really. Like he was, to be fair.
Cal was funny because when we did the Fulham one, when he scored the winner, he was jumping up and down on his chair in his living room. Yeah. Like you say though, the substitutions that the manager was able to make was just massive.
Energy that can bring you, mate. That energy.
Yeah, massively.
Wasn't Caleb like the most expensive signing at that point?
Yeah, he was the first £1 million player for the club. Yeah.
Yeah, from Wigan maybe. Something like
that.
He was.
Yeah.
I think he played in the Premier League for them, wouldn't he, for a year or so?
Yeah. He'd been at the club on loan when he was a real young kid. Just probably a couple of years before you came, Ash.
He was on what? He was on loan at Hull?
Yeah, he came for like a month on loan.
I think he started at Chesterfield,
Yeah.
At Chesterfield, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, really young player then when he came the first time. And I think when he came back this season, didn't he get injured on his debut again at Blackpool or somewhere, I think.
Sure, mate.
I think he got a head knock. Yeah. This is where it's getting tiring now, isn't it? Last 15 minutes or so.
Look how deep we are, Turns.
Oh.
So that's not with that. So deep. Turns, come on, Sam.
Got to get Brownie up. You got to get Brownie up with you, mate.
all the best.
You got no chance getting Brownie up.
No chance.
How old was Brownie that season?
57.
Brendon, he wasn't that old.
No, I was just saying, how old was he?
31, 32 maybe?
31, 32. He had an incredible season, though, to be fair, didn't
he? Yeah, he had a great season. Yeah. He had a great season.
How old did you, Ash, in this final?
29, 30? I think. Yeah.
And you know what? I think Brownie's the same age as you, Ash.
Yeah, he's the same age as me. Maybe he's even younger than me, actually.
Really?
Yeah. How old was I there? Yeah, I think I would have been about 28, 29.
Right.
I think Brownie's got a year on you. I think he might have been 29, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just his Barnet looked a little bit older, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's one final throw of the dice available to Gary Johnson of Bristol City, and that is top scorer.
Look at Turns showing off his pool table in the background. Yeah, so we've all got a pool table, mate.
Formidable barrier in the way.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah. Fraser. There's Turns.
Michael Turner, player of the year. Big physical battle with Dilly Adebola. Arms around a little bit, look.
Oh.
VAR, mate, that's a penalty.
Yeah, he was done. There'd have been a lot more gone off his VAR card.
To be fair, first half he gave a free kick against you for less than that turns, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, took him off.
Darren Byfield from Birmingham, he was Darren Byfield. I grew up with Daz.
Yeah.
He was pretty lively as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was quick, mate. It was like Aston Villa as a kid, and then yeah, he was really high thought of in Birmingham when we were all growing up.
He's got this big game experience.
Saying before the game as well, he would be more than happy to be cast in the role of super sub. Well, it's down to him now.
Hey, did Basso end up coming to Hull on loan or something?
Who?
Adrian Basso.
The keeper?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure he came to Hull at one stage. After this game.
I'm not sure, mate. Can't remember.
Yeah. He won't, I don't remember him being there during my time there, but he could have come in after that kind of Nigel Pearson era, I'm not sure. Oh. Oh.
Perfect, very good on son.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh. Yellow card. A striker's challenge.
Nowhere near the ball.
So do you have any idea how long's left at any point in this game or not?
No, I don't think we did, to be fair. I think I've seen people having malts, having drinks and throwing on them Lucas gels.
Yeah. I guess. Oh. Oh, strike.
Love it, Garce. Get back, son. Come on.
That's what they used to scream from the sideline.
Get back. Come on, that's it. Yeah, get back.
I'm guessing the one thing you probably didn't want was extra time anyway.
Yeah, I think it would have been different if it's extra time, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. I guess I think. Come the end of this.
Yeah. That's an incredible sight, that.
Yeah, amazing.
Record crowd for a Championship playoff final.
That don't still stand though, was it, Bren?
I'm not sure. There's probably been bigger ones between now and then, haven't there? But
Look at those two boys.
Good thing.
Pruds as well.
Look at Juki in the background.
Yeah.
Goodness me, those two have played such a part in guiding Hull from the third place finish.
Does he make any more subs now, or is that it?
I think Dean Marnie comes on, doesn't he, in like injury time?
Is he? Right.
Yeah, runs death. Yeah.
Playoff games, two players born in Hull, two Hull City supporters. If you'd offered it up as a script before the playoffs, it might have been waved away as unrealistic.
Fantastic story, isn't it?
There we go.
Ryan Hughes.
Oh. Good ball in that.
Start those celebrations a little bit early. Garcia.
Oh.
Great tenacity from Garcia. Cut up for Caleb Folan.
Oh, one more.
Oh.
Good job hitting, to be fair. Who's that?
Who did they hit that?
Saw that it was coming towards him.
Oh, no.
Diverted it in.
McIndoe.
I can't spread out the games.
Yeah, it's stretched, isn't it?
Oh, happy to see that.
Lovely. Poor are we?
He never affected the games, did he, that day?
No, he was poor. Yeah.
Poor, wasn't he?
Whether it be a cross, whether it be a finish or a shot, that's going to be the fundamental difference if it stays the way it is for these Bristol fans.
Yeah, a bit nervous at this time.
It might not feel like it if the scoreline stays like this at the end of play and they prepare themselves.
How long's left now, Brendon, here, mate?
Not long, I don't think. About 10 minutes or so, I think.
Not that I'm going to go out with this. I'm just seeing how long
Champagne ready.
Yeah. Get them t-shirts on.
I've still got that actually, I think.
I've still got it as well, yeah. I've got a whole box full of stuff.
Yeah, I have. I've got upstairs, but I never get it out.
Them in the final 10 minutes here either. Sprawl. Lee Johnson's got a little bit of space to deal with here. Closed quickly by Fagan. Ivan Sprawl.
Oh.
Closed out well on that far side. In goes Lewis Carey.
Boom.
Oh. Blows the whistle.
Here we go.
May well have hurt himself here. Well, the referee hasn't given anything for the challenge by Lewis Carey.
What's happening there?
Well, Lewis Carey was...
We were trying all sorts to get a
All
breather.
sorts of getting up there.
Yeah.
Stay the anchor.
You're distracting their players, Garcia. Look.
As he lunges in there, look, you can see over the ball, just catches the top of Folan's foot. There it is there. That's a painful blow.
It's not the best tackle in the world, is it?
Fraser Campbell as well, going down with cramp.
He's in a bit of trouble there, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're right.
The City attack not operating as they might be. This looks worrying. I mean, you see situations which look like...
Listen to the crowd.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You're still arguing there, Gas.
That wasn't like me either.
No, I'm going to say. I think everyone's just glad of a rest here, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty close, didn't they, these two teams? 12 months ago to swapping places. Phil Brown, half a season in charge to keep them in the championship. Bristol City closing in on
Anybody lip read?
Promotion from League One. Could have been a very different story, but here they are. Keenly contested from start to finish. Fascinating contest between two sides who have really punched above their weight in the championship this season. And it has taken something special. Something very special from Dean Windass.
God, I don't remember this stoppage being as long as this.
Wow.
Cabot doing keepy ups on the side.
Is it? Oh, classic Bo.
So close now. Bristol City, on the other hand, starting to come so close.
It's mad to think, obviously, Bristol City, a huge club, huge city, obviously never been in the Premier League, have they?
Nah.
Nah.
Certainly, sort of match defining.
They won't have given up just yet.
Okay.
And how often do you see late goals and drama in games like this?
Oh.
Here we go. Can you hear me, Bren?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can hear you. There we go. Does Cal come back on? Yeah, he comes back on, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'll have that straight there.
Oh.
Gosh.
What was that?
The referee has given the free kick and may give a little bit more.
Well, he was annoyed. He thought he should have had a free kick just before that.
Cal's back on.
Returns to the fray, but you can't say he's moving as cleanly.
God, his shirt is massive. Yeah, triple XL.
Was on about this before. Did you get a choice, or did you just get what you were given?
Oh, yeah, you got a choice, but I mean, just that's what 12 years ago. Like, you just wore your shirts big, didn't you?
Yeah.
So nowadays, that's what's he painted on these days.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, what a block that is.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that.
I remember that.
I remember thinking they'd scored.
No, after this, in my head, I said we've won.
Yeah.
After this didn't go in, I said we've won.
That is a massive moment in this game.
Was Bo fouling that or not? I don't know. He's telling everyone to get out though.
that the chance?
Wow. Some block that tends, to be fair.
It's as good as scoring a goal, isn't it?
I was just going to say, yeah, people talk about the goal, don't they? But
forwards always get it, don't they, Brendon? You know what I mean? Forwards always get it.
Always get the glory. But if you ain't getting in the way of that, I think that's going in.
We had a few bodies on the line, didn't we? But
yeah,
sure.
Hal don't look right there, does he?
No, I didn't realise he was struggling that much, to be fair.
No.
He was all right afterwards when he was dancing.
That was a good party as well, that one, wasn't it?
It was a good party.
Back in the Grove, wasn't it?
The Grove.
To be fair, the club done well setting all that up and putting everything on.
Yeah, it did. Imagine if you'd gone back there after you'd lost.
Oh.
Doing the foul, so good with it.
I'm pretty certain had it been earlier in the game, he would have been looking to run Lewis Carey.
Can't remember as well if the bus parade was going ahead, win or lose.
Oof.
Nah, surely not. Surely you can't have a bus parade and you lose, do you?
I can't remember.
That was another amazing day, you know, going out.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the parade, and then in the square afterwards was
unreal,
you know, town hall was unreal. You know, seeing that sea of people, and as far as you could see, there were people. It was amazing experience.
Phenomenal, wasn't it?
Just can't quite get above it, but this is the earlier one.
Oh, that's a foul, isn't it?
I think it's a foul.
He's elbow in his chest. Tell you what. Yeah, I think that's a foul.
We've got to do block turns.
Yeah, play the whistle.
When it is your day, those sort of opportunities find a way through. The deflection takes it beyond the goalkeeper, not beyond the goal mouth.
Oh.
Bristol playing with a fire that would suggest that
God's cramping up.
Extra time, taking this one all the way. It is running out 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining.
2.5 minutes plus stoppage. Yeah. Hanging on a little bit here, isn't it?
Still think we're all right, though. Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
They're not going to penetrate.
No, they're not. I still feel we're comfortable looking at people in spaces and holes. I still think like we look comfortable. We could have done with a bit better 2 or 3 occasions with the ball, but that's just complete tiredness. Stepping in. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, isn't it? A day like that.
This is why it's good to get the player insight, because obviously you guys are out there, so you know if it's comfortable. Whereas obviously, sat where I was sitting, it looks like we're proper under the cosh here. Yeah.
In fact, I feel we were good. In my night, what we did all year, like I said before, I felt like that. Even still there, looking at the 85th minute, we still look like we all know what we're doing. We're all pulling from the same ways. We could have done a little bit better with the ball, but like I said, that's just tiredness and settling in a little bit.
Do you know the weird thing is? Do you remember the day after Leeds played Doncaster, didn't they, in the League One?
Yeah.
And it absolutely hammered down all day, didn't it?
That was a tackle and a half.
Yeah.
The great clearance. Done very well done.
That's the sort of stuff we needed, you know, just the last 5 years.
Retain that.
Look how he's worked back, look.
It's just tiredness, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah.
Nah, good.
Good ball.
He'd have thrown that ball out there, I'd have gone and battered him.
Tell you what, this is a proper... Look at this.
Yeah, Sam's tackle, I remember this one.
Oh.
I think she's going to score down goal.
Yeah.
For a fantastic goal-saving challenge. Breaking hearts, isn't he?
He was destined that day, boys, I think.
Yeah. God, we're so deep, aren't we? He's just
You're so deep. Imagine what it's like for us that are stuck in between.
4 minutes.
Having to cover back and forward.
Never really thought about it that way, Rich.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, Fraser winning free kick.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to eat up some time. This might take a minute before they even strike this ball.
Yeah.
Who takes this? Remember?
I can't remember.
Looks like
Yoz
it's going to be
takes
Yoza.
this, I think.
Looks like right side for Dorse, really, didn't it? But left foot.
I don't think he could move, mate, to be honest, at that point. Just leave him where he was.
Couldn't get across from over there.
Look at me, I'm going to walk in the quarter flag.
Yeah.
I know, still only got
You're off, you.
You having a rest?
Yeah. Don't give it to me. I'm going to stand over here.
Actually, give it to you and you could just go to the corner flag.
Yeah, I thought I was going to do the corner flag.
You are fancy, Yossa, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? Quality
Yeah.
from somewhere like that.
It's a decent effort. He's got this in the locker, hasn't he, Brian Hughes? Trying to whip that
It's not far off, is it?
good effort.
Yeah.
Just too close to me, really.
Dino wished he was on taking it. Oh dear. Oof. Who is that? Is that Fraser?
Just run it from your face.
Cal's alright now, he's recovered there. Yeah, he's chasing. Right. This must have been the longest 4 minutes ever, this.
Yeah.
Don't foul.
And he's trying to argue it as well.
It's just so tired.
Got the ball, he's only got the ball.
Not sure you can have too many complaints there.
Here he is, the man dog.
Where is Dean nowadays? He's still. Where's he?
He's retired, isn't he now?
No, I think he's still under contract at Fleetwood, yeah, but he's...
Is he?
Yeah. Gardening leave, Sam. Gardening leave.
No.
Surely, is anyone still playing from this game? Surely, it was 12 years ago. Can't be too many playing from this game.
Fraser, obviously. Fraser's still playing, isn't he?
Huddersfield, yeah.
He must be the only one.
Yeah, I think so.
Dino plays for the Barrel at Walkington.
Oh.
Did they do that? Great.
Thanks, mate. Dean Marnie, the Marnies are good, Sam.
Bang.
Good tackle as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, some of you have only just retired recently, haven't they? So.
Yeah.
I think Bo finished end of last season.
Just turn it in, will you? Blow the whistle.
Back 10.
Relax. Gosh.
Oh.
Boot it. Smash it. Boot it.
104 years.
Catch it.
I kind of feel as though I'm watching this in real life again.
Yeah, I know, yeah. A bit nervous, isn't it?
Real nervous.
Oh,
there's the iconic moment. There you go. Have a bit of that. That's it. There we go.
Premier League.
Unbelievable.
That is incredible. Like, even though you're watching it on recording, you know, it's like that bit there is incredible. Like that
feeling when the final whistle's gone is just something you can
Yeah.
I've
never
never seen Brendon run
recreate
that
it.
fast all game. Yeah, some good lads there as well who deserve
Yeah.
a bit of relief, you know. A lot of hard work went into that, mate.
Yeah,
From
massively.
everybody, not just the lads, from everybody, like, you know, within the
Yeah.
club. And it was, I think it was destined to be us that year, and I'm glad it was us, to be fair.
Yeah. It was hard to comprehend the fact that you were going to go in the Premier League, wasn't it? You know. There's JJ. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even remember this bit, to be honest. I don't even know what I was doing here. I can't remember.
People just running around in general, I think.
Didn't know where to go. He didn't know where to look. He didn't know what to do.
No, yeah.
Madness, isn't it?
You're trying to celebrate with all of them, and you can't celebrate with all of them, you know?
Yeah.
There were a few of the longer-serving staff shedding a tear, I think.
For sure.
John Cooper was, definitely. Yeah, just incredible, really.
Rushy. You'll get anywhere in.
Yeah.
I can't remember any of it.
Nah. I can't really. Mad, isn't it?
Fairy tale end to a magnificent year for you and Hull City. Unbelievable. You can just see what it means to them, mate. I don't think there's anybody left in Hull today, don't there?
No, turn it off.
I do, innit?
Fully deserved, we've worked hard from the start of the season, but we got all we want. Well, 201st career goal. Have you scored many better than that? No, Wembley, I've never been here. Obviously, Fraser Campbell.
Look at Rushy.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
I couldn't believe it went in the top corner, but it's just unbelievable. Look at this.
That was the longest post-match press operation ever.
Is this the final chapter you were talking about for your book? Let me go and hold it first, I'll tell you. No, it's just unbelievable. I'm not
Yeah.
for the coaching staff. Everybody, it's absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Nick, you've had some highs in your football career. Tell us how this compares.
Same. Yeah.
Unbelievable, look at that.
Yeah. And just, yeah.
Tell us what this means to your hometown.
It's it never grows old, does it?
Nah,
Never.
buzzing, yeah.
Never.
You know, when you think you'll grow older seeing it or talking about it, but actually you don't, do you?
Of course you don't.
Nah.
I think because it was so special, such a special moment for everyone.
Yeah.
And that's why it grows on, like, you know, especially when you're a part of it like we were.
Oh.
Knowing that you're part of history, you know, for the club, you know, knowing that you've achieved something that, you know, I think majority of the squad hadn't achieved before.
Yeah.
Knowing that all the hard work and the hours that you put in were worth it. You know, I can't imagine what they would have felt like on the other end, you know, putting all that hard work in, getting to the final hurdle and falling, you know. For us, it was the other bit, you know, that everything was worth it. So, you know, I think all that emotion and all that, you know, all that joy comes out right at the end because you know how hard you've worked for it and that you feel like you do deserve it because you have worked so hard.
Yeah. Same. It was incredible, really. We were all just sat going, oh, well, next year we're going to Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham.
Yeah.
And when we'd started, the lads I worked with, we were going to, like, you know, the League Two clubs, really. So, yeah. Oh, dear.
The model that you've got to look at is the success stories of Bolton Wanderers, Reading, Portsmouth. It takes investment. The chairman's done an absolutely magnificent job for me. If he can back me in the Premier League, who knows how far it will go. Fantastic achievement, well done.
It is time for the presentation. Let's get back to Don and Bill.
Quite a few steps to walk up there as well, isn't there?
Well, I flew up them, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back, I flew up them.
Making their way up the famous Wembley steps here. Ian Ashbee, the captain, leading them up.
There's T-shirts.
In the old Division 3 5 years ago in his first season at the club. Scored a goal against Gary Johnson's side against Yeovil Town to see them promoted out of the bottom division. That was only 4 years ago. Back-to-back promotions, a couple of seasons to consolidate and just to survive in the championship. And now, what a mighty springboard onto the big time.
It's incredible, isn't it? Four of those Hall players have played. Well, next by this time.
Thing is, I kind of guess
I've
it.
never seen any of this.
No. Do you remember much of it or not, though?
No, I've not even seen it back. No, I can't remember. I don't remember anything, to be honest.
It must have been a while before you got back in the dressing room, really. Like, 'cause you had all this.
pitch for ages, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had the pitch thing, didn't you? Yeah.
Phil Brown's ambitious plans on the field. Fortune favours the brave, and the acquisitions of the like of JJ Okocha
Certainly put the city on the map, didn't it? Massively.
And now their reward comes. They've never ever been to Wembley before today, don't forget.
Bond even took his gloves off.
I don't think they will ever.
I think Bo took his glove the full night after that.
They say
I do, I was like fucking hands with.
to be promoted. No guarantees, plenty of nerves, plenty of pitfalls. Just ask Bristol City about that. It was not their day, but goodness me, is it's Hull City's day. Hull City's year. An afternoon not to ponder
Wow.
what might come over the next 12 months as
What
they
day that was,
prepare
eh?
for the Premier League.
Well, it's good you've also got your shirts. Keep them. That's Dorothy's little and look.
Dorsey's little lad, look.
Little
Yeah.
Dulce, yeah.
Yeah.
Premier League for Hull City.
Buzzing. What a feeling.
26 in to players who have played in all 4 divisions at the club, the likes of Ian Ashbee. Grant Hughes' experience, so much playoff fame.
That trophy did the rounds for a week or so after, didn't it?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that scarf turned? Yeah.
Yeah, so tough. Yeah.
Hey.
You know.
Good God.
There's Henrik.
Fancy. Did he not make the bench, Fancy? No.
No.
Nathan Doyle, who scored his first goal for the club in the semi-final. Fraser Campbell. One of the questions about whether he will still be at the club next season.
It's an incredible thing to look back on, even after all this time. Like,
Yeah, no, it's like a big lump in your throat moment there when obviously you see some of it and some
Yeah.
of the people. And when you're there and you're amongst it all, you kind of you don't think about it so much, and then people leave, go on their own little careers.
Yeah.
You actually retire and sit back and think, you know, seeing little Dorsey's lad there, I know your family there, everyone's family. It's,
yeah.
what a special time to look back and say you
Oh.
actually see something like that with 3 for 8 your career.
Incredible, really.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I've been able to watch it with you guys as well. You know, 'cause, you know, I think if I'd watched it for the first time by myself, I would have probably not had the same type of memories, because you know you guys brought up a lot of stuff from the season, from the trip, from the journey.
Yeah.
That was good, you know.
It's about the it's the story around it as well, isn't it? It's the whole kind of what an era it was.
It'd be unbelievable to watch that with everybody 1 year. Do you know what I mean? Even in another, I don't know, 10 years, another whatever.
Yeah.
Just to try it. It'd be impossible, I'm sure. But if you imagine watching that with everybody who was there and everyone was that season, like you just said, three lads there who have gone and been amongst it and been part of it, and it's brought back so many memories and emotions of that season. It's it's a big well done for everybody, mate. Really, it really is.
So Ash, you're going to organise the reunion then, huh?
Brendon loves stuff like that, don't you, Brendon? So Brendon can do it. He loves all that kind of stuff, mate. We have to fly you in, though, Garcia. What, first class from Oz, yeah?
Yeah.
That's all right, mate. Yeah, whatever. I'll take cattle class, mate. It's all good.
Best class travel. It's no, it is something that people like talking about as well, isn't it? When you speak to the lads who are part of that team and that, and some of the stories that people perhaps don't know, and some of the things, just some of the backstories to it all, and crazy time really. When you look back, because I say to people now, I probably didn't realise as much at the time how good it was, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think everyone's the same.
Yeah,
I don't think when you're there and in the moment.
Yeah. So many good people as well, a lot of good people,
Yeah, definitely.
You can still pick a phone up to, like, you three guys are amongst that. You can pick a phone up to and say, can you do this, or can you help us out with something, or stuff like that, which is, I think, it's just as priceless, really, because if you can't kind of look back on all this stuff, then
but I'll go back to it all. We all shared that moment, mate, and I don't care what anyone says about an individual as a person or a footballer or whatever. We've all shared that, and that's been our legacy, really.
Yeah, massively. Good time. Good times with good people.
Right.